She was low, plain low in the morning, standing 4 feet 10 in one sock. She was Lola in slacks. She was Dolly at school. She was Dolores on the dotted line. But in my arms she was always Lolita. Light of my life, fire of my loins, my sin, my soul. Lolita. But there might have been no Lolita at all had I not first met Annabelle. We were both 14. Whatever happens to a boy during the summer he's 14 can mark him for life. That hotel you see, the Mirana, that belonged to us. She wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to be a spy. All at once, we were madly, hopelessly in love. Four months later, she died of typhus. The shock of her death froze something in me. The child I loved was gone. But I kept looking for her, long after I'd left my own childhood behind. The poison was in the wound, you see, and the wound wouldn't heal. I probably should have joined the priesthood. Instead, I accepted a teaching post at Beardsley College in America. I had a summer free before the fall semester, so I thought I'd finish the textbook I was working on, a survey of French literature for American students. I took my advance and went to live at the house of some old friends of my late uncle's, the McCoos, in the New England town of Ramsdale. But on arriving, I found that it was no longer there. However, a friend of Mr. McCoo's wife, a widow, Mrs. Charlotte Hayes, agreed to accommodate me.
Goddamn dog!
One minute, something's burning. Oh, mercy. Miss Hayes, be down there one. Something always going on round and round.
Is that Professor Humbert, Louise? Tell him I'll be
She'll be down in one.
Monsieur Humbert.
Yes. Mrs. Hayes, is it?
Charlotte. I am so pleased to make your acquaintance. Frank McCoo told me all about your scholarly pursuits. I myself just cherish the French tongue.
I wonder, could I...
Oh, come in. Harold and I, the late Mr. Hayes, we simply adored Mexico. The whole idea of a culture that sophisticated, and we think of them as primitive. I mean, look at us.
Indeed, yes.
Upstairs. I and Lo have our rooms just there. And this is your room. Space for a desk, anything you want. And at $20 a month, you can't beat the price. And here's the bathroom. It's a bit of a mess. And this is the kitchen. Now, if you have any special food needs, you just say. I don't know if Ramsdale can provide you with foie gras like you're used to. What's that?
Timetable. For when I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but I think I've got to go all the way back to New York.
Oh, I'm afraid you're not too favorably impressed.
No, it's, there's a Baudelaire
This
conference.
is not a neat household, I confess, but I assure you, you would be very comfortable here. Very comfortable indeed. Now, don't say no until you've seen the piazza. Come.
Well, I call it the piazza. It's so much work to keep it healthy and green. The lights work. That's my Lo. And these are my lilies. I love lilies. Lily's a nice name, don't you think?
Beautiful. How much did you say the room was? A normal man, given a group photograph of schoolgirls and asked to point out the loveliest one, will not necessarily choose the nymphette among them. You have to be an artist, a madman, full of shame and melancholy and despair, in order to recognize the little deadly demon among the others. She stands, unrecognized by them, unconscious. unconscious herself of her fantastic power.
See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Real soon, Daniel Boone. Get fucked, Daffy Duck.
You woke me up.
Sorry. I'll stop.
Dolores, have you made your bed? No, I have not made my bed.
I asked you to make your bed, didn't I?
No, you asked me if I'd made my bed.
Make your bed. Now!
I long for some terrific disaster. Earthquake. Spectacular explosion.
Make your bed!
Her mother instantly eliminated, along with everybody else for miles around. Lolita in my arms.
I'm sleepy today.
Me too.
You been having trouble sleeping?
I can't imagine.
Am I getting a zit?
What?
Do you see a pimple on my chin?
Look absolutely perfect to me.
Want to see my chin wobble?
Okay.
Humbert!
Humbert, is she keeping you up?
I beg your pardon? No. No. No, I'm... No.
No, it's probably just a 24-hour bug. Exactly, he was looking forward to meeting you.
Does anybody see my other sneaker? Your breakfast, Professor Humbert. Don't tell Mother, but I ate all your bacon.
Dolores, that was Mrs. Farlow.
So?
So Rose has a temperature and she can't go to Hourglass Lake.
Oh, yeah.
Do not use that tone with me. Are you ready for church?
I'm not going to that disgusting church.
Young lady.
No picnic, no church.
That is fine with me. It is your conscience. And I want your room spick and span by the time I get home. And wash your hair, young lady.
I did wash it.
When?
A couple months ago. Ugh.
Squeeze on here.
I could be a dancer. That's a major option. Because I do have a natural grace. You know, my kind of sad beauty.
Sort of sad is right.
I'd like to see you dance sometime.
Little girls always want to be ballerinas, don't they? I know I did. But I was, well, how should I put it? A tad too plump. Is that the right word?
Yes.
I'll get more Vouvray.
Make her take us to Hourglass Lake tomorrow.
Me?
Mm-hmm. She'll do anything you say. She's getting a thing about you.
Whisper, whisper. What are you two so cozy about?
Did I ever tell you both that I was once a cook in the North Pole?
A cook?
Well, not exactly a cook. I opened a few cans. It was a weather expedition. And I shot a polar bear.
No.
Well, I didn't hit it.
Well, why did you shoot a polar bear? That's a lousy thing to do.
Because I found it with its face, listen to this, in the ice cream mixer. And I couldn't possibly let that pass because we lived off ice cream.
You were out of your gourd, Humpty.
Will you stop fidgeting with the doll? And now we all think that Lo should go to bed. Lo.
What do you mean we, paleface?
So anyway, as I was saying, there I was, with my white polar bear gun, to blend in, you know.
It's me! Woo! Hello? No, I'm sorry, she's busy.
I hope you will forgive her bad manners. Now what?
Humbert, look! It's my modern dance creation!
Dolores Hayes She is an absolute pest. Just slap her hard if she interferes with your meditation. Do you know that I have one most ambitious dream? To get a hold of a real trained maid like that German girl that the Talbots spoke of and have her live in the house.
No room?
Oh, Sherry, you underestimate the possibilities of our humble household. We would put her in Lowe's room. I intended to turn that hole into a guest room anyway.
But where would Lowe sleep?
Little Lo, I'm afraid, does not enter the picture at all. Little Lo goes straight from camp to a good boarding school with strict discipline and some sound religious training.
I won't go!
I want all of these name tags sewn on your clothes by tomorrow.
I don't want to go.
I don't believe I asked your opinion, Dolores.
I don't want to go, and you can't make me.
Look, we all think it's a good idea. Professor Humbert thinks it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea, and you are going!
Double crosser.
Ow!
I asked you to put that suitcase in the car an hour ago. Louise, thank you so much for helping the poor child.
All right, darling.
God damn it! Dolores, I told you to put this lunch basket in the back seat, didn't I?
Why do you always tell me to do everything? Well, I'm the one that's not going to be eating.
Louise, Brussels sprouts and meatloaf for dinner.
All right.
Thank you. Let's go.
Bye, my baby.
Bye.
You be good. Oh, I'm gonna miss you. You be sweet, my baby.
Let's go. Speed it up. Get in the car. Come on. Now what? That child. Louise, maybe tenderloin.
That'll be good.
If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times not to make me wait in the car. If you weren't going to camp, I would ground you.
Miss Dumbo! This damn stair's gonna be a death for me. Miss Dumbo! Miss Dumbo! Miss Dumbo! I have something for you.
Oh, yes.
I'm leaving, but I'll be back later. Hell are you doing in there?
This is a confession. I love you. I'm a passionate and lonely woman, and you are the love of my life. Now you know. So please destroy this letter and go. I shall return by dinner time, and you must be gone by then. You see, Cherie, if I found you at home, the fact of your remaining would mean only one thing. that you want me as much as I do you, as a lifelong mate, and that you are ready to link up your life with mine forever and ever, and be a father to my little girl.
2 weeks later, we were married in a simple ceremony. Big Hayes made sure little Hayes was not in attendance.
This is bliss. This is heaven on earth, isn't it, Hum? Are you working on your book?
Yes.
Ooh, secret drawer. What's in there?
Locked up love letters.
Where's the key?
Hidden. During the 6 weeks we'd been married, I successfully avoided most of my husbandly duties. Throughout July, I'd been offering Charlotte various sleeping tablets, which she gobbled down happily. She was a great taker of pills.
I'm in the mood for love, simply because you're near me. Funny, but when you're near me, I'm in the mood for love. Heaven is in your arms, bright as the stars we're under. Oh, is it any wonder?
The last dose I had tried had knocked her out for 4 hours. But that was not enough to guarantee me an undisturbed night.
I'm blessed.
I think I must be immune. What would you give me if you wanted to knock out, say, a cow? Just for 7 or 8 hours. So that, the cow would stay asleep. Even if you were tossing and turning next to it.
Well, why don't you try these? They're new. My wife takes them, and I don't hear a peep out of her all night long.
Sounds like just the thing. Home. Hello. Hello. Hello.
The Hayes woman. The fat cow. The obnoxious mama. Well, the old stupid Hayes woman is no longer your dupe.
Charlotte.
You're a monster. You're a despicable criminal monster.
Now,
If you come near me, I'll scream out the window.
let me just...
Get away from me! I'm leaving tonight. You can keep this house, I don't care. But you will never see that miserable brat ever again. Now get out of my sight!
Charlotte, you mustn't do that. You mustn't ruin our lives. It's just fragments of a novel I'm writing. I've used your name and those just for convenience. I'll get us a drink. Nice stiff drink. Clear both our heads. Charlotte, I've made us a nice stiff drink. Yes? But that's ridiculous. There's a man on the phone saying you've been killed, Charlotte. Charlotte? I'm sorry.
Stand back, please.
Where's my wife?
Are you Mr. Humpert?
I am.
She ran right in front of me. I didn't even see her. Sir? I'm sorry, sir. Is this Mrs. Humpert? Sir? Is this Mrs. Humpert?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh.
She was walking to the mailbox. She was going to mail these letters. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Go and lie down. That'll be all right.
You go right ahead,
Just
sir.
across. I would just be across in the house of you. Is that the Enchanted Hunters Hotel? Yes, this is Mr. Humbert. Tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Just the one night, please. Yes, a room with twin beds. For two. Well, 1.5 people, really. It's just for me and my small daughter.
She should be here any minute. I sent Charlie for her over at the barn.
Who's Charlie?
Come on, come on. It's such a pleasure to watch our young people make friends.
So, who is this Charlie?
Here she is.
Hi, Dad.
How's Mom?
Well, the doctors aren't quite sure. It's something abdominal.
Abominable?
Abdominal. She's in a special hospital over in Leppingville. So, I thought we'd go over to Bryceland, spend the night there, and then visit the hospital tomorrow. Or the next day. So, did you have a good time at camp?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I missed you. I missed you a lot.
Well, I didn't miss you. In fact, I've been revoltingly unfaithful to you. But so what? Because you don't care about me anymore anyway.
Why do you think I don't care about you?
Well, you haven't kissed me yet, have you?
I'm sorry, officer.
See a blue sedan, same make as yours. They might have passed you back there in the turn.
Blue sedan? No, I don't think we are.
We didn't see a blue sedan.
No, I don't think we did.
Are you sure it was blue? Might have seen one that was more purple.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was more red.
All right. All right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, right. Thank you.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Welcome, sir. Thank you. The bags in the back.
Wow, looks swank.
Good evening. I have a reservation in the name of Humbert. Twin-bedded room. I called last night. 2 people.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Humbug. I held the room with the twin beds for you till 6:30, but I didn't hear from you. We hold till 6:30, that's policy. And with the flower show and the Glory of Christ convention...
Look, my name is not Humbug. It's Herbert. Humbert. Just put us in any room, would you? Put a cot in for my daughter. She's very tired.
Perhaps I could put you in room 342. It has a double bed.
I expect we'll manage. My wife may be turning up later, but sure. Yep.
Please sign here, Mr. Humbug. Thank you.
It's a nice dog, huh?
I love dogs.
Well, that's my dog. He likes you. Doesn't like everybody.
Who's he like?
He can smell when people are sweet. He likes sweet people. Nice young people. Like you.
Here you are.
Wait a sec, you're telling me we're sleeping in one room? With one bed?
I've asked them to send up a cot, which I'll use if you like.
You're crazy.
Why, my darling?
Because, my darling, when my darling mother finds out, she'll divorce you and strangle me.
No, listen to me a moment. For all practical purposes, I am your father, and I'm responsible for your welfare. Now, we're not rich, and so when we travel, we're sure to be, we'll be thrown together. Sometimes. Two people sharing the same hotel room are bound to enter into a, well, how can I put it, into a kind of,
The word is incest. I feel like we're grown-ups.
Me too.
We get to do whatever we want, right?
Whatever we want.
Well, now, who had the pie?
Me? What do you think? Are they me? Don't look now.
What?
The guy over in the corner. Don't look. Don't look. You're staring at us. Don't you think that guy over there looks exactly like Quilty?
What? The dentist?
Of course not. His brother. The writer Quilty. You know, he writes the plays. The smoking guy. He smokes the drums in the ad. I saw him in the lobby with his dog. If I tell you how naughty I was at camp, promise you won't be mad.
Tell me later. I want you to go to bed. I'll go downstairs while you... And when I come up, I want you to be asleep. All right?
I've been such a disgusting girl. Just let me tell you.
Tell me tomorrow. I'm going to go now, all right?
Good night, Dad.
Good night. Gentle women of the jury, if my happiness could have talked, it would have filled that hotel with a deafening roar. My only regret is that I did not immediately deposit key number 342 at the office and leave the town, the country, the planet that very night.
The Lord knows all. The Lord sees all. The Lord forgives all.
Where the devil did you get her?
I beg your pardon?
I said the weather's getting better.
Seems so.
Who's the lassie?
It's my daughter.
You lie. She's not.
What?
I said July was hot. Where's her mother?
Dead.
Oh, sorry. Why don't you two have lunch with me tomorrow? That clerical crowd will be gone soon.
We'll be gone too, thanks. Good night.
Sorry. I'm very drunk. Good night. That child of yours needs a lot of sleep. Sleep is a rose, the Persians say. Smoke?
Not just now, thanks. Good night.
Enjoy.
Get back in the boat with Charlie, and that's that. Back in the boat. I'm thirsty.
I'll bring you something.
Don't tell me you never tried it when you were a kid.
Never.
I guess I'm gonna have to show you everything.
Gentle women of the jury, I was not even her first lover. What you reading?
Nothing.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Hello? You know that friend of yours, Charlie, was he the first one?
Can we please get off the subject?
I felt more and more uncomfortable. It was something quite special, that feeling. An oppressive, hideous constraint. As if I were sitting with the small ghost of somebody I had just killed.
Jesus.
What?
Can we stop at a gas station?
You can go anywhere you like.
Well, I need a gas station. I hurt inside. Well, what'd you expect? I was a daisy fresh girl, and look what you've done to me. I should call the police and tell them that you raped me, you dirty old man.
I'll just watch the windscreen with you.
Yes, sir.
Got some cookies. Give me some change. I want to call Mother in the hospital. What's the number?
Get in the car. You can't call the hospital.
Why not?
Just get in the car. Slam the door.
Why can't I call my own mother if I want to?
Because your mother's dead. We made up very gently that night. You see, she had nowhere else to go. It was then that we began our extensive travels all over the United States.
There's a native population and civilization is fine. That civilization is the thing for me to see.
Whoa, bongo, 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 I don't wanna leave the Congo, no, 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 no.
When's the best time to buy a bird?
I don't know, when's the best time to buy a bird?
When it's going cheap! Don't say I never gave you anything.
Ow, don't do that now, I'm trying to drive.
That no matter how the folks sleep.
Don't do that! Not the bottle tops! Oh! If it goes out the window, I'm not stopping. Don't! What are these? These hair grips?
Thank you with all civilization. No, 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 no. I stay right here.
Look, they have magic fingers.
Good. I need to shower.
Give me a quarter and a dime.
What for?
For the magic fingers.
My magic fingers aren't enough?
This word's so sweet. I adore you.
Good shower for once, low. First-rate temperature control.
Oh my God, Lo! Don't flush when I'm in here!
What is that?
What's what?
That thing in your mouth.
It's a jawbreaker. It's supposed to break your jaw. Want one?
Just give it to me. I've had it with that noise. I'll spit it out. I've got a headache.
It's good.
Well, just give it to me, will you? Spit it out.
You look 100% better when I can't see you.
We took a circuitous route, to put it mildly. In the back of my mind was our eventual destination, Beardsley College, where I would finally take up my teaching position. But in the front of my mind was the need to keep going, keep driving.
No, that's the last time I let you drive this car. Serve me to this square, Lo.
And despite our tiffs,
In the square, Lo. Try and get it in the square. No, this square.
despite all the fuss and faces she made, and the danger and hopelessness of it all,
Aim for my head.
despite all that, I was in paradise. Paradise whose skies were the color of hell flames, but a paradise still.
myself alone at home, feeling blue. Thoughts keep roaming through my mind. They're all of you. I wonder if you're dancing with somebody new. I wonder, can't help it if I wonder. No matter which side of the pillow that I'm sleeping on, my dreams of you continue through until the dawn, and after that I
I know you have accepted a post at Beardsley College, and I know that there, academics are first, last, and always. Well, that's not us, Mr. Himmler. Here at Beardsley Prep, what we stress are the 3 Ds. Dramatics, dancing, and dating. Now, I know that the Reverend Rigger is right behind us on this, aren't you, Reverend?
I'm with you all the way, Miss Pratt. Every inch.
So you see, Mr. Humper, for the modern pre-adolescent, medieval dates are less vital than weekend ones.
What? Weekend what?
Dates, Mr. Humping. Boys.
I was not quite prepared for the reality of my dual role. On the one hand, the willing corrupter of an innocent, and on the other, Humbert, the happy housewife.
Where's the River Rhine?
I don't know.
You should know that.
Why?
Oh, there's big battles there in the Great War. Where's the River Seine?
I don't know.
What were you supposed to learn these?
It's not what I'm on.
Seems to be pretty relaxed, this school of yours.
When I was a kid, about 3:30, my mom said, daughter, come here to me. Says things may come and things may go, but this is one thing you ought to know. Oh, take what you do, it's the way that you do it. Take what you do, it's the way that you do it. Take what you do, it's the way that you do it. That's what...
I'm supposed to be in a play.
What play?
I don't know. Some play. At school.
With the boys from Butler's Academy?
I don't know. Maybe.
Don't think it's a good idea.
You're depriving me of my civil rights.
Where did you learn that language?
I'm intelligent. I have a right to be in a play if I want.
Not if I say you don't.
You like that? You want more, don't you? I want things too.
What?
Things. You know how my allowance is $1 a week?
Yes, I know.
Well, I think it should be $2. I said I think it should be $2.
$1.50.
I really do think it should be $2. Am I right? Am I right?
God, yes. $2.
And I get to be in the play.
O rosy mistress of the night, you have enchanted many a hunter's heart. But this time, my temptress, you have met your match. For far more than a hunter, I am a poet.
The night has fallen, Rodrigo.
Hold it! Hold it! Mona, give us a moment. I'd like a word with Dolores. When you say you're larking charms, use your charms to the hunter. Because you're the witch. You're bringing the hunter to your lair. That would be good.
Hi, Mr. Hubbard.
Right?
Hi, Mona.
It's your realm.
Some play, huh?
It's your nymphs. Use your nymphs. Use your charms. Seduce the hunter.
Look, see right there? That's the actual playwright, Claire Quilty. Can you believe it?
Let the music transform you. You'll feel that you become a witch. You're a witch. You're a witch.
It's plainly good, Mona.
Yeah, it's very poetical.
Witch! Witch! More wind! More wind! You're a witch, aren't you? More wind! I need more wind! The witches now! The witches dance! In the wind!
As she grew cooler towards my advances, I became accustomed to purchasing her favors. Where she hid the money, I never knew.
Stop it!
I was convinced she was storing it away in order to finance her escape from me.
You can't do that. You can't expect me to pay extra in the middle.
She's a lovely child, Mr. Hayes, but the onset of sexual maturing seems to be giving her trouble. Isn't that your observation, Reverend Ricker?
To the team, Miss Pratt.
So you see, it is the general impression that 14-year-old Dolores is morbidly disinterested in sexual matters.
Does she never speak about these matters?
Well, that's just it.
What's just it?
That's just it. She hasn't said anything.
She hasn't breathed a word.
But who has? I mean, are you saying that I...
Exactly. This is a very serious matter. What we're trying to say to you is that someone in the family, maybe you... This is very difficult for me. Well, let me put it this way. Someone in the family ought to instruct that dear child in the process of human reproduction.
I'm so sorry.
I see that I've embarrassed you. Yet you, as her father, ought to take the matter well in hand.
No, worry not, Miss Pratt.
Mm-hmm.
I have this matter in hand.
Oh, well, that's all I needed to say.
Yes? Oh, yes. She is. Yeah.
How are the piano lessons going?
Fine. Great. Excellent. Wonderful. True. Perfect.
Especially since you missed the last two. Where were you?
Where was I? I should have told you before. I was in the park. I was rehearsing a play with Mona.
That's your story.
That's what I was doing.
Okay. Give me Mona's phone number.
Mona's phone number?
Come on, Lo, just give me Mona's phone number.
Boston 57241.
Is Mona there, please? Mona, this is Dolores' father.
Oh, hello, sir.
Mona, were you and Dolores rehearsing the play in the park for the past 2 Tuesday afternoons?
Let's see, the last 2 Tuesdays.
One of them, Mona, was yesterday.
You know, sir, that's absolutely right. I feel awfully bad about it. I alone am to blame, sir, believe me. The whole rehearsing in the park thing, it was my idea. We just did it because we didn't want to get on your nerves, sir.
Well, did she confirm?
She did. And I've no doubt she'd been well instructed by you. In fact, I've no doubt you've told her all about us. Look, Lo, this has got to stop. I don't know what it is you're up to, but whatever it is, I'll yank you out of Beardsley as fast as it takes me to pack a suitcase unless this stops.
Unless what stops?
You know what I'm talking about!
Take it easy, mister.
Now, you show me every penny you
Leave me
stand for.
alone, you pervert!
You're running away from me. I know what you're
Yeah,
doing.
that's
I
right,
know what
I
you're
am!
doing.
Anyone would try to run away from you!
You show me everything you've hidden.
I earned that money! Go ahead, murder me. Murder me like you murdered my mother.
I'm sorry.
Murder me like you murdered
Shut up,
my
shut up.
mother. Go
Shut
on,
up, shut
murder
up.
me. Murder me like you murdered my mother.
Stop that.
Go ahead.
Stop that.
Murder me.
Just stop
Go
that.
on, murder
Stop
me.
that.
I'm asking you to murder
that.
me.
Shut up.
Murder me. Murder
Dolores,
me.
shut up.
Murder me. I hate you.
Shut up. Calm down.
Stop me.
Calm down. I'm sorry. 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 I'm sorry.
I do not know who you people think you are screaming and carrying on. We do not live in a tenement here.
My daughter's friend. I'm sorry. I really can't stand. I'm so sorry.
Good, I was just trying to reach you at home. Come to a decision.
You have?
Yeah. So buy me a drink.
What would you like?
I'd like ice cream soda with extra chocolate syrup. Please.
Nothing for me, thanks. Low. So tell me.
What's the rush? Pay her and let's blow this joint.
And do you know what she said? This girl who'd been spurning me, mocking me, plotting her escape from me only hours before. She said she wanted to leave Beardsley then and there. She wanted to take another trip, only this time she would choose where we would go.
Okay, I choose. Okay.
Did Humbert hum his assent? Oh yes. I sealed my fate gratefully.
Take me to bed.
Look out for cigarette hangover. Hi, I'm Claire Quilty. Remember, over 1 million more smokers.
So we have to be in Waste in exactly 1 week.
But why wait in a week?
Because we got to see the ceremonial dances when they open the Magic Cave. And exactly 2 weeks and 4 days later, we have to arrive down in Elphinstone. See?
Yes.
And that's where we climb the Red Rock.
Have to climb this rock exactly 2 weeks and 4 days later?
Exactly. Oh, I'm so excited.
I cannot tell you the exact day when I first knew with utter certainty that we were being followed. Though, reach into the glove compartment. There's a pad and pencil there. Got it? All right, I'll write this down. Connecticut.
How do you spell that?
C-O-N-N.
Is that it?
No. Now write down PJ44396. All right, give it to me. All right. Now put that in the glove box. Don't put your gum in it, because it'll get all... Why have you got your gum everywhere? Put that in the glove box. There's a detective following us. Looks rather like my Uncle Gustav. He was clever, our pursuer. He kept changing cars. But his presence was as real to me as my own breath. Then suddenly he would disappear, and I would wonder if maybe I had imagined everything. Lo, what did that man say to you?
There's bags around your eyeballs, which is red instead of white.
What did he say to you?
The guy I was talking to?
Yeah, look.
Shucks, I should have
Look.
known.
Just tell me what he said to you.
He asked me if I had a map. He must have been lost. My heart's plumb gone, 'cause you temptation. If he's thrilling, if you're willing, but if it ain't...
I've told you about talking to strangers. You don't...
Lo, listen to me. You're very young and you don't realize that people can take advantage of you.
It's very hard to imagine.
Now, that man was the cop who's been following us. You have to tell me exactly what you told him.
If he really is a cop, then the worst thing that we can do is let him know that we're scared. And he'll know that we're guilty. Or rather, that you're guilty.
Something wrong with the steering.
You got a flat, mister.
The door and let me in. Open the door, Richard. Richard, why don't you open the door? Richard, open up the door, man.
Hey! Hey, you come back here! Low! 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 Put on the handbrake! Pull the handbrake up! Low! Low!
Huh?
Pull on the handbrake, start the car. Put the handbrake down on the left, put it on. Down there, down there, down there, pull it! Oh! Jesus Christ. What did you think you were doing?
You should thank me. The car was rolling and I stopped it. You should thank me.
Pass me the pad and the glove compartment. It was smart of us to write his number down. What have you... Low. Low. Low, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come here, come here. I'm sorry.
Get away!
Low. I'm sorry. Shall I walk down to the town and get you some fruit?
Bananas.
Just bananas.
Just bananas.
Open the door, Richard. Open the door and let me in.
Oh, Richard,
Richard, why
don't you open that door.
Quilty can't be here in our studio because he's in Waste, Texas tonight, working on the premiere of his brand new play. But I want to welcome his writing partner. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and talented Miss Vivian Darkbloom. Let's give her a big, warm Texas welcome.
You've been out.
I just got up.
Don't lie to me.
Well, I did go out for a second. You were gone so long, I wanted to see if you were coming back.
Tell me who it is. Who is it? Who is it? Tell me who it is. Tell me who is it? Who? Tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. Who is it? Please tell me. Please tell me. Please. Please. Tell me. Please. Please. Please.
I'll show you to room number 29. It's one of our nicer rooms. Say, what's the matter with your little daughter? Is she ill?
Oh, no, she's just feeling a bit, My God, Lo. Are you all right?
I don't feel very well.
It's a virus. Nothing to worry about. I've had 40 cases like this in the last 2 weeks.
So can I take her home?
We're just gonna keep her here overnight. Keep her hydrated, help her sleep. Look, why don't you go back and get some sleep? It won't help anything if you catch it too.
I think I've caught it already. I feel dreadful. Maybe I should stay.
Go. Yeah, call us in the morning. Get some rest. Here, I'll take those.
Thank you. Yes, hello, this is Mr. Humbert. I'm calling to see how my daughter, Dolores Hayes, is this morning.
Oh, she's much better. She was up bright and early, the little angel. Not a trace of fever, and when Uncle Gustav came to pick her up, we signed her out.
Who?
Uncle Gustav, Dolores called him. He had a sweet little dog, and he was the nicest man. Had a big smile for everybody. And Ted.
And you let her go with him?
Oh, yes. Well, he paid the bill in cash. And they said to tell you not to worry and to keep warm, and they'll be up at Grandpa's place expecting you. Then they went off in that nice big Cadillac. Hello?
Nurse. Where is she? Who took her? Somebody took her. My daughter.
I don't know who you're
I left her in
talking.
there last
You
night.
need to talk to the
Tell-
doctor.
But who took her? Did you see my daughter? She was in there last night. Who took her away
Hey,
last night?
relax,
Someone's
pal,
taken her away.
relax.
Just tell me. Don't tell me to relax. I'm looking for my daughter. Doctor. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Tell me where she is. Where is she? Where is she gone? Where is she? Where is she? You leave me alone, you bum! You fucking fiend-dog! Tell me where she is! You're all in on me! Get on here! Get me to that man! Get up! You stick! I'm just looking for my daughter. Come here! I said relax! I want to know where she is! Come here! I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit. I think I may just have had a little bit too much to drink. I'm sorry. I'm very worried about my daughter, I see. But she's with Uncle Gustav. So she'll be all right. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. She's gone to Grandpa's farm. She'll be absolutely fine. There, what better place for her? I'm fine. Please, I'm sorry. So sorry. Thank you very much. Sorry. So sorry.
I searched all our old haunts, and for several months the trail remained warm. The thief, the kidnapper, whatever you want to call him, he was clever. He would disguise his name, but I could always tell his handwriting. He had very peculiar T's, W's, and L's.
Do you know his name? What does he look like? You don't know what he looks like.
Let me hear. No, please. Ladies, I'm sorry. We're just trying to find somebody.
It must be hard for you who already know who it was to understand my mystification.
Yes.
Or maybe you think I was imagining things.
My daughter.
Maybe you think it impossible that there could have been another like me. Another mad lover of nymphets following us over the great and ugly plains. Well, you're right, of course. There was no one else like me. Eventually, the trail went cold and dead. And I went back to cold, dead Beardsley. Dear Dad, how's everything? I'm married, I'm going to have a baby. I guess it'll come right around Christmas. This is a hard letter to write. I'm going nuts because we don't have enough to pay our debts and get out of here. Dick has been promised a big job in Alaska. Are you still mad at me? Please send us a check, Dad. We could manage with 300 or 400, or even less. Anything is welcome. going through much sadness and hardship. Yours expecting Dolly. This is Richard F. Schiller.
Wow. Come in.
You, Molly, stay out. Good girl.
I'll spin it then.
Yeah. Where do you want to sit? The rocker or the divan? Come sit with me on the divan.
Is that him? Up the ladder?
You want me to call him in?
No. It's not what I want.
It's not the what?
You know what I mean. Where is he?
Look. It has nothing to do with all that stuff. He thinks you're my father. Please don't bring up all that muck.
All right, I'll find out myself.
You really don't know? My God, Dad, it was Quilty. It was Claire Quilty.
Yes. Yes, of course. Quilty.
Yeah. He was the only man I was ever really crazy about.
What about me? Where did he take you? Just tell me.
Everybody knew he liked little girls. He used to film them in his mansion over in Parkington, Paver Manor. But I wasn't gonna do all those things.
Well, what things?
2 girls and 2 boys, or I don't know, 3 or 4 men. And Vivian was filming the whole thing. I said, no, I'm not gonna blow all those beastly boys. I want you. So he threw me out.
I looked and looked at her. And I knew, as clearly as I know that I will die, that I loved her more than anything I'd ever seen or imagined on earth. She was only the dead leaf echo of the nymphette from long ago. But I loved her, this Lolita, pale and polluted and big with another man's child. She could fade and wither, I didn't care. I would still go mad with tenderness at the mere sight of her face. Lolita, from here to that old car that you know so well, it's a stretch of 25 paces. Make those 25 steps with me now.
You're saying you'll give us some money if I go to a motel with you?
No. I'm saying leave here and come live with me and die with me and everything with me.
Crazy.
If you refuse, you still get the money.
Really?
Yeah. Look. There, have it.
God. You're giving us $4,000. Thank you.
Don't touch me. I'll die if you touch me. Just tell me, is there a chance you'll come with me?
No, I'd almost rather go back with Claire.
I'll go.
Can I call Dick and say goodbye?
No, I don't want to see him. That's all. That's all. Lo, can you ever forget what I've done to you?
Say goodbye, Molly. Say goodbye to my dad.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have to say that I regret all I did before that last goodbye in Colmont. But I regret nothing of what came after.
Now, who are you? Are you by any chance Brewster? You know, you don't look like Jack Brewster. I mean, the resemblance is not particularly striking. Somebody told me he had a brother with the same phone company.
I'm neither of the Brewsters. Do you recall a little girl named Dolores Hayes? You see, I'm her father.
Nonsense. You're a foreigner. You're an agent of a foreign power. You're a foreign literary agent.
She was my daughter. She was my child.
Oh, you know, I adore children myself. And fathers. I love fathers. Ah, yeah.
Sit down!
There they go. Now we need matches. You got a light?
Quilty, I want you to concentrate. You're about to die.
Gee.
Do you want to be executed standing up or sitting down?
Just let me think. It's not an easy question.
Quilty, try to understand what is happening. Remember, Dolores Hayes.
I'm willing to try. I am. Okay, listen. I made a mistake, which I regret sincerely. I couldn't have any fun with your little dolly. I'm particularly impotent, to tell you the melancholy truth. Well, I gave her a swell vacation. I did. She met some remarkable people. Hey, do you happen to know?
Stay still.
Oh, God.
You cheated me. You cheated me of my redemption. You have to die.
I don't know what you're talking about. My memory and my eloquence are not at their best today, but really, you have to admit you were never an ideal stepfather. Huh? I did not force your little protege to join me. It was she who made me remove her to a happier home. Look around, you see? You see this house? It's very cool in the summer. It's comfortable. I suggest that you move in. I think you'll be happy here. You can use my wardrobe. We have a most reliable and bribable charwoman. Cleaning lady is the American term. She has not only daughters, she has granddaughters. And I know a thing or two about the chief of police that makes him my slave. My slave. Drop the gun. And here's another thing. Drop the gun. I think you're going to like this. I have upstairs the most unique collection of erotica. Drop the gun. Drop the gun. Also, moreover, I can arrange for you to attend executions. You know, not everybody knows the chair is painted yellow. Somebody help! That hurts atrociously, my dear fellow. God. You should not continue in this fashion, really.
Get out! Get out of here!
What I heard then was the melody of children at play, nothing but that. And I knew that the hopelessly poignant thing was not Lolita's absence from my side, but the absence of her voice from that chorus.
was a kid about 3:30. My mom said, daughter, come here to me. Says things may come and and things may go. But this is one thing you ought to know. Oh, tain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Tain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Tain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. That's what gets results. You've learned your ABCs, you've learned your DFGs, but this is something you don't learn in school. So get your hip boots on, and then you'll carry on. But remember, if you try too hard, it don't mean a thing. Take it easy.
Take what you bring, you swing it, that's you bring it. Take what you swing, you swing it, that's you swing it. Take what you sing.
It's the way that you sing it.
That's what gives results. Take what you do, that's what gives results. Reebok.